Hello in this fine hour. Now I want to talk about something more, I should say philosophical, because, well, you might ask, why the hell someone has to be learning or get consulting or some kind of advice from me, because there are literally, I think, hundreds of thousands of other coaches, consultants, and self-proclaimed gurus all over social media. But here's the thing, I would say that absolute majority of them are offering quick fixes and some magic pills for financial markets, such as unrealistically high trading or investing strategies, or some sort of magical solutions such as indicator signals, or their own mystic and magic secrets which only they themselves know. But here's the thing, that's all complete and utter nonsense, because here's the fact. There are no real secrets in markets, and I think I have said that for several times in my videos, and I will continue to say that. And here's the thing, this is why you should learn and work with me, because I will say you straight ahead. As I just told you, there are no secrets, but on the other side, there are things that work. And I believe that there are very few things that have proven themselves from time and time again. And I could outline 3 of them. First of them is value investing. Well, principle is extremely simple. You buy something that is worth dollars for cents, If something is worth 100, you buy it for $20 or something like that. Now, the principle is very simple and very straightforward, but the real life application is completely different story entirely, and it requires separate discussions which I have in separate videos. But the principle works. Principle is timeless because it's very sound. If you buy something which is very unpopular and undervalued, yet sound and reasonable, you are bound to make money in long term. This approach has worked for many investors for many generations, starting with Benjamin Graham, who is father of modern finance, with his best disciple Warren Buffett, and countless of other super successful investors and money managers. So this is one thing. If you understand that principle, it works. Secondly, buy and hold strategy with index funds work because, well, in fact, it's kind of typo these days, but still, that strategy offers some value, because investing into index funds is not only buy and hold strategy where you are just laying your bets among companies. No, because investing in financial indices is strategy because there are requirements for these indices. Not every company is included in S&P 500. To be included in S&P 500, you have to have good track record as a company, certain size, certain growth, certain stability, and if you are bad, you will be tossed out. So effectively, S&P is changing in every few years, and if you have looked through decades for S&P 500 index, you would see that only a few of the companies have been staying there for decades. So this is strategy in itself, and it has proved to work. And if you use dollar cost averaging or something like that, long term you are bound to make money, So these are 2 investing principles that work. And third is trading strategy that has worked for decades, and that is trend following. Well, also here idea is quite simple. Markets are the same. Why? Because human nature doesn't change, and markets effectively are ruled by people. People have emotions, they underreact or they overreact, and we are working in the world we don't understand, and in the world which is filled by unforeseen, unexpected events that causes asymmetric reaction to markets. If you understand that, you understand why trend following will work, because supply and demand and human nature will cause long-term structural trends. And for us, for traders, the idea is to capitalize on those trends. We don't have to be smarter than anyone else. We don't have to try to forecast markets, which I would say it's impossible and goes against every logic for at least professionals. And we certainly don't have to impress anybody with our smart forecasts. No, we have to look what markets has done for decades or even more than decades, for hundreds of years, and we want to make money on average on what have happened there. And there is only one thing that happened to all the markets, to all time frames, at all times, is that they trend. From some time they are ranging, but some other time they are trending. And if you know how to capitalize on that, all opportunities in financial markets are yours. Because in fact, these principles of trend trading has been used by almost any professional trader who has had any real success. Yes, their approaches might be different. Some of them are very conservative and invest in long-term structural trends. Others are catching relatively short moves for a couple of days or a couple of weeks. But they still have the same approach. They don't try to forecast markets or rely on those forecasts. They try to minimize their risks, maximize returns. So most of their profits are within few exceptional moves. Doesn't matter which trader you look at Jesse Livermore and early 2000s or 20th century, you look at today's traders or great traders of 60s, 70s and 80s, whatever, you would see the best of them, best hedge fund managers, best traders in books like Market Wizards or in today's Forbes Billionaires list would have these characteristics of their trading strategy in common. If you don't believe that, look at those lists, look at those books, or simply look at my threads. I'm quoting Market Wizard quotes or timeless trading quotes in all of my threads, and you will see that there are common patterns there. And that's what I'm doing. I'm telling you these patterns and showing you how you can apply these patterns in real markets. Let me show you a couple examples what I'm talking about. You will see that in every market, every time frame, there are similar patterns, and trick for you is to be consistent enough to capitalize on those patterns. And here is just exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about trends, right? So I have oil, I have euro against dollar, Ethereum and S&P 500. So in other words, commodity market, currency market, crypto market and stock market, all asset classes. And I have weekly time frame, daily time frame, 4-hour time frame and 1-hour time frame. So all time frames, all asset classes. And I will show you in very simple examples, because I have examples in separate videos for that later. So what I'm saying is here that all markets in all time frames trend. Here is oil in 1-hour chart. You saw that it went from $71 to $90 to $112. That was a trend. Here was a downtrend from $80 to $70. Here is uptrend as well. So as you see, by using simply very simple moving average indicator, we see that markets trend in either directions. You see there is obvious patterns for long and short markets. In oil, you have to simply lose as little money here and make huge moves here. That's 1-hour chart in oil. Same thing in 4-hour chart in euro against dollars. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades for shorting dollar, euro. Here is one long trade for euro in 4 hours. But for trick to you is to save as much money here, here and here, and to make huge amounts in here in these up and down moves. Identical approach here. Ethereum, we have what daily chart we could go long from May 20 then till September 21, then in late 21 also one long term trend, then here is a couple of short trends. Same approach, save as much money here and make fortune in those long term trends. Identical approach. Same with stocks, we have weekly approach that's really long. So here from 2011 till COVID crisis again in second leg, here again same approach, lose as little here and make fortune in those long moves. So what I'm saying here, different time frames, different markets, different any setup that I could make, but this work. Lose money as much, lose as little as money as you can in ranging markets, here, 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 and here, and same here, and make fortune on those trends. One here, 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 and here, and same here and here. So doesn't matter what the economy is doing, doesn't matter anything, because there were crises, there were opportunities in either directions, in either markets, but they all were exploitable, and there is possibility for you to make money, because approach is the same as you, if you understand it, how to cut your losses, how to maximize your profit, how to risk per each trade, how to correctly look at markets. It's all there if you want to understand that, and that's exactly what I'm showing you. So it's pretty valuable information if you understand markets, and I'm telling you for 100th time, this is how you want to look at the markets. Use identical approach, identical principles, and know what to do. Simple as that. So now you saw how many opportunities there are, and of course you have seen my threads where I'm analyzing all asset classes like stocks, commodities, crypto, forex, whatever, in multiple time frames, multiple decades. You have seen that patterns are the same. You just have to have tools how to exploit those patterns, and that's what I'm telling you. I'm not a wizard, I'm not some sort of genius. I just took principles that have been working and applied them to current trading environment, so that many retail traders have opportunity to use those principles. And that, I would say, is the most effective way how to trade. That's why I'm saying you have to work with me, because I'm showing you what's realistic. I don't want to delude you in some false sense of security that you can make miracles in extremely fast time or make money without any risk. That's sheer nonsense. There are things which are possible, and there are things which are not possible. And I'm showing you realistic ways how to make money, which, as I have told before, have proven themselves long before after I was born, and they will work long after we will be gone from this wonderful earth, because they will work, and you have to know them. And if you want to know them, stay with me. I will show you ways how to exploit that. And thanks for watching. Bye.